last 12 months, I had this brand. I had this one-to-one coaching service that I did, and it was nutrition and fitness and mindset work. And I had this little brand called Six Pack Chick that I'd had a logo done, and everything was great. And I didn't really know what to do with it. I knew where I wanted to get to, and I didn't really know how to get there, really. So then I met Dan, fortunately, and Dan's process took me through, okay, where am I now? Where do I need to get to? And what are the tools I need to learn in order to get there, really? So I went through the process, and my life has changed completely.
Tell us about working with Mike.
Oh, Mike's awesome. Mike, when I first met Mike, Mike said to me, "What do you do?" And so I told him what I did, and he was like, okay. So that's cool, but there are thousands of personal trainers out there. There are thousands of nutritionists out there. There are lots of NLP coaches out there. And he basically pulled out of me what it was I really love doing. And what I really love doing is taking, I see men as well, but taking a woman who's desperately unhappy about the way she looks and working with her over a period of months and sending her out there as a slimmer, happier version of herself. And Mike was like, yeah, cool. Okay, that's what you do, Bridget. So that's what I do now.
And what was it like going through the process of writing the book? Writing
the book was actually easier than I thought. I'd looked at a lot of books in my industry, and a lot of diet books for women are written by men. Very, very few diet books are written by women. So I thought, right, well, I'm in there. I'm going to be the first person to write a really good diet book. And I wrote it in the way that I talk. So when I first started writing, I was trying to be terribly intellectual about it. And then I just threw that out the window and thought, no, I'm going to write how I speak. And actually the most feedback I've had that's really, really positive from people that know me, so they say it's like sitting opposite you in a session and you chatting to me. So
you share a lot of your personal journey in here, don't you? So you're quite open about everything you'd been through. Do you want to share anything that inspired the book?
Yeah, I have a history of very serious kidney disease, and I had cancer a couple of times. And God, I said that really flippantly, didn't I? Yeah, I've had kidney disease and cancer. And I realised that the only way I was going to help myself get better is if I took it into my own hands. And that's what started my nutrition studies, because I was really curious as to what I could do to make a difference to my health. And then I realised that the stuff that I was doing could also help other people. And actually one of the side effects to that process were that people lost weight. So that was a major driver for me in my book, which I love.
Tell us about going through the process of productizing what you do and also getting it to the right micro niche. Okay,
so the product I'm working on at the moment is an online platform. I want to take the whole of Six Pack Chick digital. Originally I was going to do a DVD, but a lot of people have said to me, let's put the whole thing online, let's make the whole thing totally interactive. And so I want to take people on a 6-month journey from fat and unhappy to 6 months down the line, having all the tools, all the exercise, all the mindset coaching, all the accountability, a daily email, a daily text, everything people need in order to ensure success. So part of some of the people I've met through you means that that's now happening. We're building that now.
Because you're doing a lot of partnerships too, aren't you? Yeah. Tell us, actually, before we get to partnerships, profile, you've been featured quite a lot of recent. Tell us about some of the ways you've been featured.
So, those of you that know me, I'm a complete and utter social media whore. I love social media. In fact, those of you, does anyone love Twitter? Okay, are you ready with your phones? First 5 people to tweet the reason they need a 6-pack are going to get a free copy of my book. So afterwards, I'm going to have 5 copies of my book. The first people to tweet it are going to get a copy of my book. That's how much I love social media. I built my brand entirely on social media. I haven't spent a penny on advertising, marketing, nothing. I've built my tribe purely from social media. I took 6 original 6-pack chicks and tested my process on them, then got them to invite other people that they thought would benefit from what I do. And my tribe is now...
It's thousands,
yeah,
isn't it?
It's really cool.
Yeah. And you've been featured in the media?
Yep.
Traditional media? How'd that happen?
Yeah, so what happened was, it was one of your KPIs actually, who did a video on me and my story, and it was a video series she did on inspirational women. And it was the first time I'd ever talked to camera about my health story, and I found the whole process incredibly emotional. We had to stop several times and start again. And she posted it on her YouTube channel, and someone from a big PR company contacted me and said, oh, we've seen this video of you, we Googled you, and we saw this video of you, and we'd like you to come and work with California Almonds, who've got a massive marketing campaign going on in the UK, and we wondered if you wanted to represent them. So I trotted off to this meeting, and they said, yeah, we want you on retainer for a year to promote almonds as a healthy snack in the UK, and then told me how much they were going to pay me. And I tried really hard not to sort of run out of the room doing some of those as I went out. I remained really, really cool. But that's something that's happened out of going through KPI.
And you've been partnering with
yep.
some remarkable people?
I love working with people, so I actively seek out people. And it was funny that Shah was saying she would only work with people that she would invite to stay in her house, and I feel about exactly the same way about it. I love people and I love working with people, so there have been several people that I've partnered with. Right. They've got lists, I've got lists. How can we work together? How can we promote each other? And how can we do stuff together? So it's really cool.
How do you now feel about yourself as a key person of influence in this industry?
Yeah, it's definitely a confidence shift. I think that's the biggest thing that has happened to me, is that I've gone from thinking that this is where I am and this is where I want to get to, and I now feel I'm really up there in my industry. So it's a definite confidence shift.